The Rams should not be this good. Let's just state it right here. They should not be this good. Their special teams, poor. Their defense, kids. The secondary is prone to getting beat over the top all the time. What you're watching is one of the great coaches in American pro sports and a remarkable talent at quarterback. Dennis Allen, Ron Rivera, back-to-back weeks, just got worked. You know when you go to the airport during the holidays, if you have TSA pre-check and you get there 2 hours early, it gives you the best chance to succeed. Doesn't mean it won't be hell on earth. When you have McVay and Stafford, Stafford's healthy, McVay's cooking, they hide a lot of flaws. And the Rams have them. Special teams are scary. Secondary, watch out. But they make a lot of stuff work. I love Puka Nacua. Everybody does. But 96 catches? This impactful? You think he's doing this with the Commanders or the Bears? Give me a break. Demarcus Robinson. Guy was a bounce around the league wide receiver. 3 teams, 4 years. He's had touchdowns in 4 straight games. 5th round running back. Kyron Williams. 5th rounder, Notre Dame. He was good. He's a better pro than he was in college. He's 2nd in the NFL in rushing. He's ahead of Christian McCaffrey in rushing. Cooper Kupp's even a 3rd round pick. I mean, it is, I'm not saying it's smoke and mirrors. These guys are talented. But McVay is getting the most out of everybody. Stafford's an elite all-time talent. There's no question. He throws as pretty a ball as we've had in a decade. And when he's upright and has time, sidearm, arm angles, deep balls, the guy's a wizard. But, I mean, Derek Carr has Chris Olave, who's tremendous. He's got 15 fewer catches, I believe, than Puka, and he's not nearly as impactful. Alvin Kamara with Sean Payton was unbelievable. 5-time Pro Bowler. He was irrelevant last night. They rarely do the Saints even use motion in offense. They're near the bottom of the league. They line up, and here's the play. The Rams offense, 2nd in the league in motion. Jumbo sets. They're constantly putting your defense. Saints have a good defense. Defensive coach, constantly in conflict. And what was Dennis Allen doing before half? Pin the Rams deep. You'd had a good half. Don't hand the Rams the ball because you fail on a 4th down. Give them full timeouts to march down the field and lay by 10 at half at SoFi. Game over. What are you doing? Pin the Rams deep. You played a great half. You're on the road. Come out. Give yourself a shot. Coach buried it. But, I mean, ask yourself this. How many teams, and I'm going to use the word love, how many teams in pro football love their head coach and love their quarterback? 3. Rams, Chiefs, Ravens. That is it. Cincinnati, you guys wanted to fire Zach Taylor before Joe Burrow arrived. Buffalo, 3 weeks ago you wanted Sean McDermott out. Dallas, nobody trusts McCarthy. Philadelphia, Nick Sirianni's not the same without Shane Steichen. I look at these teams all around the league. Jaguars, you have some misgivings about Trevor Lawrence. Rams, Chiefs, Ravens. This Ram team should not be this good. They don't have a single elite defensive player in their prime. Aaron Donald's still excellent, but he's out of his prime. Even their wide receivers, 5th round Puka, 3rd round Cooper, tight end, 4th round Tyler Higbee, running back, 5th round. Left tackle, undrafted. Who has a left tackle that's undrafted? The great ones are all 1st round, 2nd round guys. So this is really remarkable coaching. McVay and Stafford, it is a masterclass. And I'm not saying the Rams don't have talent. I like their offensive pieces. But you could put Kyron Williams with a lot of teams and Puka Nacua with a lot of teams. He wouldn't be 96 catch guy. Puka's going to go over 100 catches. And last night, he was a centerpiece in the second half. And then bounce around the league guy, Demarcus Robinson at receiver, was a centerpiece in the first half. What's going on here? What's going on is unbelievable culture and energy mixed with a shrewd GM who works very well and collaborates with his coach. And Matt Stafford is something else. They're flawed. They got holes. This is a rebuild year. There's a reason they dominate teams. And at the end, you're like, why is this Commander game close? Why is this Saints game close? It's close because they've got holes on the roster. Fixable with one more free agency. They've got some cap space and another strong draft. But it is fun to watch football when it's brilliantly coached and smartly quarterbacked. And that's what the Rams are. I don't know if you heard the news last night. Yoshinobu Yamamoto signed with the Dodgers. 12 years, 25-year-old star from Japan, $300 million plus. When I worked at ESPN, the other place, the Red Sox and Yankees controlled what they called the Hot Stove League. It was hot for two teams. It was celebrated. It was never a problem. Cristal for everyone. Now, suddenly, the Dodgers have the two top prizes. Bad for baseball. Nonsense. What's bad for baseball is the Rays in the World Series, or Ohtani going to Canada or staying in Anaheim. It's not bad for tennis that Serena dominated it like nobody else for 17 years. It got its biggest ratings. Or that Tiger dominated golf for 15. He left, so did the ratings. The Dodgers are now must-see TV, and the sport's never been even. How many World Series titles do the Rockies Mariners have? How many do the Yankees have? The Braves are always well-run. Detroit never is, in recent memory. The sport's not even. There's no salary cap. This is now Ocean's 11. Pitt and Andy Garcia and Bernie Mac and Julia Roberts and Matt Damon and Don Cheadle and Julia Roberts. It's one of my favorite movies. How unfair, though, it's got all the stars. Yes, all playing roles. There's no guarantee the Dodgers even win a single World Series. Baseball's quirky. The season lasts forever. Arm angles, pitchers, all of a sudden, Walker Buehler just disappeared this year. It happens. You're always on pins and needles at the end of a season and in spring training. Will the arm stay healthy? The Dodgers last year moved off some stars and won 100 games. Even with these two additive superstars, it's 104. That's their over-under. There's no guarantees this is going to win and dominate baseball. If you could get a couple World Series over 7-8 years, the Dodgers probably be pretty happy. It's a different sport. It's not quarterback-led or NBA superstar-led. It's a collaborative vehicle that needs the right manager, the right analytics. You got to have 3, 4, and 5 guys with some power and pop, but not be owned and burdened and literally only able to score with home runs like the Yankees. You need athletes, old and young, a bullpen and a setup guy. But this idea that it's bad for baseball is absolute nonsense. It was celebrated when the Yankees and Red Sox, because of the Yes Network and Nesson, were way ahead of the sport. They just bought whoever they wanted to. Listen, I know you can watch conservative news outlets and think nobody likes California, but our economy is number one by a mile. The Dodgers outdraw even the second best draw in baseball by 10,000 fans, and trust me, I've had a few beers there. Those are more expensive too. But it's worth it. Our weather's Mediterranean, it's a great organization, and they reward the fans and defer the payments. It's not bad for baseball. Tampa in the World Series is. Ohtani in Canada is. It's must-see television. It's MJ's Bulls potentially, but not assuredly, because baseball's never worked that way, and it's why it's quirky and weird and fun and different, and the season's too long, and the games can be plodding and too slow. But this is great for baseball. A villain for everybody outside of Los Angeles County. Sports needs them. The Dodgers are feeding them, and I can't wait. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.